Hey guys, Sandy here, and welcome to another video on my channel. Today I am playing along with Crystal and Moira on their sketch series that they do on Sundays, where they take sketches from previous 30 days of sketches from Christy of Christy's Beautiful Life, and they just use that sketch and do something amazing. So today I'm super excited to be joining them. We are using this sketch right here, which is a 12 by 12 sketch with a center design and lots of squares. So I went ahead and pulled some papers and some photos that I'm going to trim down. I also have some embellishments that I've pulled out too. So let's see what I can do. This piece of paper came from the Little by Little paper pad by Chamel, and one of my favorite things to do with a big thick chevron paper is to cut out the chevron so it has the jagged edge. And I decided to go ahead and do that for this sketch. Even though in the sketch the lines are very straight and boxy, I just decided to do kind of my own thing while I still followed the sketch. And that is the great thing about a sketch, you guys. You can follow the sketch to an exact T. You can pull one little teeny piece of the sketch that you love out and do that. Or you can just kind of adapt it and make your own thing, kind of like I'm doing with this layout right now. Now, I did trim down all of my photos to about 2.5-inch squares, and this square cut apart sheet from the Little by Little paper pad was perfect for me to use as a photo mat. And what I like about doing this is I'm not cutting out like basically 2 3/4-inch squares to make photo mats out of full 12 by 12 sheets of paper, and I'm using up these squares that I might not otherwise have used. I just probably wouldn't have. I mean, let's be completely honest here. I don't know if I'm even going to use the animal ones, and I thought about using the animal ones, but I didn't like that you could see the necks, and that just felt really weird to me, so we didn't use the animals on this one. Now, these photos are of different times during our exploring California little adventure that we took. We went to Santa Cruz and Monterey Bay, and this is just kind of like the overview. So basically, once we get to this section in my 2019 album, this will kind of be like the opening page, because there will be multiple layouts of this trip, but there's not going to be enough where I feel like this gets its own album. So it just kind of gets like a little intro page in the regular chronological albums. Now, these flowers I picked up at Hobby Lobby. I do believe they are the Paper Studio brand, and I realize sometime during this scrapbooking session that they have adhesive on the back, and I have been adding ATG to the back. But guess what? I think the same people that put the glue on the thickers put the glue on the back of these floral pieces, because the glue doesn't stick. It kind of sucks. And that's the way it is. And I gotta tell you, people, when your husband even comments that thickers don't stick, and he knows that, there might be a problem with the adhesive on the back of the thickers. You think? I think. So I pulled out these epoxy flares from Scrap and Happy Studio, and they are just black and white flares that have some fun words on them that I thought would be appropriate for this page. I also pulled out my Spiegel Mom's Scraps sequins, and there are some fun little wood veneers in there that are called Crazy for Love. I will have a link down below to the Spiegel Mom Scrap store. You can use my code to get 15% off your order. You're just going to use Sandy15, so that link will be down there. Now, I really like the wood veneer and the color, like these pink and purpley colors together. I think it's just a good, it's just a good match, and it just feels good. I was super excited to be able to use this circle cut apart off of that square cut apart sheet, because it does have some purple in it, and basically the purples match. in the florals that I got from Hobby Lobby. So I'm really excited that this is working out. I'm adhering down my epoxy flare with some dry adhesive. That is what is recommended on the package, and I really appreciate the fact that Jenny puts that on the packaging so you don't ruin it by using some sort of other funky adhesive. Now, I am going to overlap my flare onto the wood veneer heart. So I am grabbing some foam squares and just basically pop dotting up the flare so that it lays flat over the wood veneer. Otherwise, the flare would kind of be leaning from the top of the wood veneer down to the bottom of the page. And while there are some times where I don't mind where things lean on my page, I really didn't want the flare to be leaning on the page. That was weird. Now, this is something new that I'm trying. I have not done this before, but I thought that it would be fun to try. So when I made an order from Tonic, I got some Nuvo Crystal Glaze, and it adds clear dimensional detail to your craft creation, is what it says. And I'm kind of using it as, what is that stuff called? Crystal accents, glaze, whatever that Ranger stuff is. I don't remember what it's called. So I filled the wood veneer heart and then just dumped my sequins on the inside of it to kind of have them suspended there. Glossy accents. That's what I'm treating it as. Glossy accents. So we'll see if that works. Tonic, as a heads up to you guys, is still having a fantastic sale on their website. The Tonic website is a little bit slow for me. I don't know if it's slow for you guys. It's epically slow on my phone or tablet, and even when I am on a computer that is plugged in internet and it's not on Wi-Fi, it's still slow. So I'm not sure what is up with that. They got a lot of stuff going on that website. But anyway, they're having an epic sale right now. I feel like I've said epic 12 times in the past 3 minutes. So I'll have that link down below as well. And I'm going to fill 3 of the hearts, 3 of the largest size hearts, for basically kind of my 3 major areas of embellishment. Now the other like medium-sized hearts, I'm not going to completely fill with sequins, so I'm just going to use some of my Deluxe adhesive and place a little bit down on the inside of that heart and put my sequins on there. Now I do layer up my sequins, so I glue my sequins to my sequins inside of this heart, and I think it just adds a little bit of extra fun, like it's not just flat sequins inside of the heart. And I think that's a little bit of extra fun, so I'm happy with it. I do that on both clusters that have 3 hearts. I do not have 3 hearts on my top cluster, and that is because that cluster is basically where the title's gonna go, so I don't feel like I need to have that there. It's just the way I feel. So you might be looking at this and going, no, Sandy, your clusters all need to have the same exact things. And hey, if you want to make your clusters that way, girl, you go for it. I just don't feel that they have to be that way on this particular layout. So I'm not going to do it. I am going to use my Crystal Katana to play around with my sequins and get them positioned in just the right place. I also use a jewel picker, but I'm finding that the Crystal Katana gunks up a lot less than my jewel picker. So it is a good tool to have. I pull out these pink fresh small puffy stickers, and I'm just writing out happy day, and basically that's what I wrote out because I have a lot of like the most used letters gone on this sticker sheet, so you know you gotta work with what you gotta work with, and you know sometimes you have titles that you've probably used 37 other times already, but you know what, it was a happy day, so I'm cool with calling it happy day. I do decide to add in the year of 2019 down below because I have lots of these numbers that haven't been used yet. I find that I have a lot of numbers usually after I am finished with my letter stickers. So if at all possible, I prefer my letter stickers to not come with numbers. I know that that might seem weird, but I really do prefer it that way. So I add a little bit of journaling. And that is going to do it. Thanks so much for watching. Big thanks to Crystal and Moira for inviting me to play along for Sketch Sunday. And I will see you guys again real soon for another video.